everybody.
Did it just open with that?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Okay.
Just a touch.
Welcome back.
Impeccable, impeccable. Hello everyone. Back. Happy holidays. Happy New Year to whatever you were doing. Hope you weren't stupid like me. Slide in a roundabout and hit a curb today.
Oh no!
It's fine. I was going like 20 miles per hour, so.
I'm going to bubble wrap your car.
I called the service center and the people were like really nonchalant. They were like about it probably being okay. So I'm
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't hit the front, so I'm like probably fine.
Mhm.
You might have thrown off your alignment a little, but it's fine.
Yeah. That's
I drove with bad alignment forever.
Yeah.
I'll have to get an oil change probably in the next few months.
Just have them check. Yeah, have them check your alignment. It'll be fine.
But
Yeah, I saw that. I was just a little paranoid because I had to replace my catalytic converter recently, so.
Oh god, those are a nightmare to replace.
Easy to take out though.
Yeah.
That's true. Me and Maria don't know that for nefarious reasons at all.
I've never used a zippy cut thing, whatever they're called, angle grinder.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is.
No.
I'm not allowed to have things.
If you're enjoying what we're doing and want to support the show, there are many ways. So we have a Beacon page with some affiliate links that are hopefully all up to date. If Humble Bundle's still on there, don't use that one.
Yeah, the partner program doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, I might have not taken that off of there.
That's
My bad.
Fine. But if you have a Red Bubble and coffee, those are both still good, so you can
They are.
support us through that. All of our social
You
media.
can buy
there.
lesbian polycule merch or
Oh.
Buffet
The
do
humble
crime
partner
merch.
one is the only one on there.
Oh,
What?
really?
The merch one is gone. Oh no, wait, here it is.
Okay, I was
It's got a
like,
different picture.
that's something. We should probably update our stuff.
We should probably do
Yeah,
something,
we
but
should really update
New
a lot
year,
of
new
shit.
us.
The link
doing the best we can, folks. We're kind of just a disaster stream. It's fine.
It's been a couple months.
A year. It's been a year. Just one thing after another.
Yeah. The link to our Discord should work on there though, so you know
Join us and
Use
hear
that.
about our disasterness.
that. Because the Discord is always open. I was gonna say hopping, but it was pretty quiet for the holidays. So.
Always open.
Oh.
It's always open.
The Discord is always unhinged.
Door
Yeah.
is
Nobody-
always open.
Nobody's home, and it's highly unhinged, but you can join it.
If you're watching-
Maria posts food she makes, and it looks delicious, and I post weird videos of my cat begging me for lunch.
Yeah, deep fake.
They're precious. And talk about my my driving problems. Apparently,
Mhm. Sometimes cross stitches from Charlie are posted on there, yeah.
I need to send more pictures of Gideon.
yes, you do.
And memes, yeah. We've got memes.
I'm currently
have-
posting a meme right now.
If you're watching the
We got the
VOD
maymays.
If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, you can join us live whenever we're live. The Discord tells you when we're live, so hop
It
in there
happens
too.
occasionally.
It's been a few weeks. Yeah, we do that. We do that thing. So that's all the announcements I had in a very unclear and tangential order. So we can have everyone introduce themselves and who they're playing. Icebreakers, remember those?
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think we've done this one. So, what was the first concert or gig you ever attended?
I know that one already. I'm Maria. I play Elena, aka Easy Living, and the first concert I ever attended was Ozfest 2007. And I still have a signed Static X CD.
Nice.
R.I.P. Wayne Static.
I'm Tess. I play Sylvie, aka Valkyrie, and I think the first concert I went to was a Bruno Mars concert. But I would say the first like musical thing I ever went to officially was Wicked when I turned 16. So, as for Sylvie, who the heck knows? It was probably some village bard or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Back
Elena's
before she
ever been
died.
to a concert. A USO show on her way home, maybe?
Ooh. Yeah, so I'm Jenna and I play Roxy, aka Calamity. And my first concert was a medley of different artists, including Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson, 98 Degrees, and Shaggy.
Nice.
Yeah.
The pink you have going on is giving me big Barbie vibes, so I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
intentional,
Mhm.
but I'm here for it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it too. I've started really liking that like magenta-y, not quite tiffed pink, but like almost tiffed pink, you know?
Yeah.
I'm Brianna. I play Cynthia Evans, otherwise known as Echo, and I believe the first concert that Cynthia went to, she wouldn't remember the band, but she was there on some sort of mission. She beat up a guy backstage and probably like chucked him tied up on stage, and it turned out pretty well.
Elvis. We went to Elvis.
You can't be Elvis and be Belvis.
This is too early?
Yeah,
No,
Elvis.
This is very early Elvis. Maybe not now, and we're a little too
think-
busy now.
I think Elvis had his first official radio recording, like, in the year before we are playing in, if I remember the timeline correctly. Because I looked this up at one point. I'm trying to remember now. Ugh.
You look it up to reference it in your 82-page backstory.
You should really like index that thing with like a table of contents and shit.
Or
you
now Google
can- it's
Docs has
so-
added that feature.
It's so easy.
So Elvis's
Yeah.
first
And the new doc tabs, which when you're writing a bunch of things that are all connected, you can have them all in different tabs. That's great.
Elvis's first professional live appearance was Friday, July 30th, 1954. So we're in the year. We're just
Damn.
like 6 months too early. So he probably
Damn.
had some music out before this.
So it was probably Wanda Jackson then.
Cynthia does not remember.
It actually was Elvis. You, like, beat up the first Elvis imposter.
Elvis.
I guess Elena's might have been some kind of piano concerto or a string quartet. I think my first thing ever was some kind of string quartet that my grandma took me to, but I don't remember. Doesn't count. It's not as cool.
Alright.
My first legit concert was Queen, so.
Nice.
Mm.
That's pretty badass. I like that.
I have a question before I answer. Do I have to have actually, like, watched the concert, or is just, like, being in the area count as my first concert?
Did you buy a ticket and get admitted?
No.
Were you at the concert?
Yes. I was working the concert.
Yeah, that counts.
That's
It
it.
says
I think if you were working, I was like,
concert
what
I
did you
usually
just like
attended.
stand outside the stadium or some shit? Like what the fuck?
I mean, ultimately, that's kind of what I did. I never actually went into the stadium floor. I was litter picker.
Ah,
Oh. I think it counts if you were working.
I mean,
If you were just standing out there
being
being creepy, then no, it doesn't count.
See, I was expecting a story where you snuck into a concert at some point.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
bro, I knew you were a criminal like the rest of us.
I was expecting
this
some
is
sort
not-
of like
You're
huge
very out of character.
park festival thing where you were just like passing by on the sidewalk.
Mhm.
Got to listen to a song.
Well, I am Mr. Crow, alternatively just Crow, and I will again be playing Joe Hatathli, aka Coyote. And I think the first official concert that I was at would have been Mercy Me, when I was voluntold by my mother to help with it.
Oh, and told.
Yeah, that happened a lot when I was a kid, voluntelling.
Fair enough.
Fair.
The first concert I actually went to was Rock the World at Universal when I was 15? I did not like it. I'm not much for concerts.
Fair enough.
As for Joe, I don't know if this counts as a concert, but probably something back in the Navajo Nation when he was like a little kid was probably the first thing he attended.
Yeah.
It also says gigs.
And I used a bard, so you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. The village music.
Yeah.
Roll our d20. Get a team. That's 6. So no. You have 8.
Okay.
We used
Now-
We'll
to
forget
last
about them
session.
anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know because I didn't have time to watch the last episode, so I'm going into here blind beyond the point of the Viking ship showed up.
Fun.
Us too.
Oh, good, because we don't remember what happened last time. Bro, you're the one who tells us.
We had a fight.
We
'Cause I used
won it,
burn.
sort of.
I gained conditions, and then I lost conditions.
Ah, it was a
Well,
fight.
let's just say that there's a Viking ship
Oh yeah.
wrapped up in a
Monument
giant
now.
tree in the middle of Halcyon now. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
there is.
Heme?
Fine.
What do you mean it's locked up?
Wrapped up in a.
Oh, yeah, we grabbed it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot I have almost all of my conditions marked.
Yeah. I want to
Oh.
fix those.
Yeah.
But
Lovely.
okay, yeah, no. Last session's fight was rough because everyone had conditions marked, so it was like we're really walking a fine line here. So
Yeah.
honestly,
Yep.
thought I was gonna kill someone.
I was fully prepared for someone
We
to
were
die
so
that session.
close.
Yeah, we were very close.
We were very, very close. I am down to 3 conditions, though,
Good
so
job.
that's positive.
Okay.
I'm at 2.
So, previously on Jukebox Justice, the team, reduced team, a trio of the team, went up against a group of Space Vikings that had come to pillage Halcyon. They managed to keep them relatively busy, but an extra show of powers led to Leo showing up. Great. Sylvie managed to keep their attention, and even though they left before the battle could get too intense, but the warning was pretty clear. Sylvia was running out of time, and the Fae were going to another. So after the fight wrapped up, the 3 of them went back to being with Echo and Coyote. But before everyone sort of met up again, a surprise visitor made an appearance in front of Coyote. So, picking up. Wherever Coyote's just kind of like hanging out, biding his time. He'd be in a safe house or at a small estate or.
I feel like he's having a panic attack. He was having a panic attack just watching the Space Viking ship like crash to Earth.
I mean, it wasn't
I
crashing
feel like-
to Earth. It was just.
and the gravity on
we
it
stopped
going
it.
up and down. Like
We stopped it.
We did.
I feel like Joe would have suited up and tried to get there in time, but probably just ended up watching the whole thing from ground level and just being like, oh god.
Like, you're just up a few layers.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Sylvie was also sort of watching because
trying
it
to
was
keep
Elena and
people
Roxy
on
that
the
went up
ground
onto the
safe, yeah.
ship to
Yeah, you guys ditched me.
wreck some shit. We did you?
Well, Elena kind of got shanghaied first and was just yanked
Yeah.
up to the ship. And
Yeah, Elena was shanghaied, and then
I
Roxy
did.
was like, "Not on my fucking watch."
And
And then,
trapped in a bubble.
and the ship almost crashed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
On the bright side, it didn't shoot off some horrible heat gun ray thing. I don't know what it
There
was.
were energy cannons too. Oh, and
Yeah.
someone had a sword whip. Those made an appearance.
yeah, I now have the lightning sword whip. It is in my character sheet.
I made it a lightning sword whip.
Yeah, you did.
Just for my girlfriend.
I missed a hell of a session.
Yeah, you did.
Love your facial expressions, bro. know, it's our favorite.
So, Coyote, there is a flash of light in front of you, and a small portal opens up. For tumbling out comes a small sprite in green. Looks very beat up, injured. She's bloody. She kind of looks up at you and says, "Hug, help," before that she loses.
Thistle?
It is not Thistle.
Oh. Oh. So I don't recognize her?
Nope.
I'm going after her.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming you're like just standing there.
Yeah.
And she kind of appeared like right in front of you and just shoot out a hand and catch her.
Oh,
She is unconscious.
Sort of looking over what I imagine is just like this partially melted battlefield.
I think actually the most damage that was done was really to the streets because of all the plants that Sylvie had called during the fight. So beyond that, like, things are in pretty good shape. There
Yeah,
weren't
we
any,
stopped the
like,
energy
black
weapons from being
collapses.
discharged.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Viking ship
So-
is just being held up by a tree.
Just looking like an After Us situation where it's all overgrown.
A little bit.
Sylvie! Unsteadily,
we-
like, take off a little bit. Sylvie!
Are we within hearing distance of him, or are we? Because I think we went back to the house after the battle.
It was a little amorphous, kind of unclear, so I think we can do a bit
Put
of
us
hand
all
waving.
close. Yeah.
It's fine to read.
Okay. Well, then, assuming Sylvie can hear him, she'll try and make it over there.
If not
She's
right
not-
away, I think.
Yeah.
Coyote wasn't far that.
Mhm. Probably not in the best shape, but it's fine.
I was about to say, how is Sylvie looking right now?
Sylvie's mark has expanded a ton from what I remember. It's gotten pretty bad after her battle with the Fae, so everyone, and calling her power as much as she did.
Hey.
Sylvie will look at the sprite and look at Coyote and ask, friend or foe?
They asked for me?
So
Watchdog, anyway.
Are you like famous to the Fae?
Let's
There's
say
a
this
lot
rocks
of
again.
there's a lot of Fae that like are asking for you a lot. It's kind of suspicious, not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was like some sort of Coyote Watchdog fan club in the Fae realm.
who knows? There could be. It's the Fae.
That's weird.
As long as Leo's not
Terrible.
on it, it can exist. If Leo's on it, we have to have words. Because
Okay.
that's not good.
Well, he's like a us fangirl, isn't he? Fan person. What?
Frenemy. Well,
Frenemy.
not even frenemy.
Frenemy.
Hater. Let's go with hater.
I'm sorry, who?
That's the same thing as a fan, though. If you really think about it, haters they obsess about you the same amount that a fan would.
Maybe stalker. Maybe stalker. Let's go with stalker.
Stalker, yeah, that's a good word for it.
Guys, look, we can discuss this later.
Semantics
They
later.
just, like, passed out in front of me.
Sylvie will try and scan this sprite over. And is there any life-threatening condition that it's going through? Or is it, like, exhausted?
Largely exhausted, has definitely sustained injuries that with time will heal, but doesn't look handled up.
And Sylvia will pull, like, some remaining vitality on from the plants that are not holding up the ship and maybe speed up the healing process on the sprite a little bit, but
You can certainly do that, and I think her breathing gets.
Okay, so she's okay?
yes, just very injured, exhausted. The healing should help, but depending on what she went through, she could be unconscious for a bit.
Okay. Just sort of like take a fold of the poncho and just like make a little hammock. So, what the fuck?
Do you want me to explain what happened?
I kind of saw some of it, but like,
You know what happened on the ship. I really don't know, besides they came
There-
down and started hurting people.
There was a bubble.
There was a bubble, and there was a cannon, and somebody with a sword whip. They were fighting me, right? That's why I got all these
oh
things
shit,
on
was
my.
it the guy?
I don't know.
I think it might just be a popular choice of weapon in the Fae.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
But I took it from him because fuck that.
Also, like that Echo can be on the scene. So
Okay, thank you.
yes, you can be present for all of this.
So he was sword whipping me, and I was fighting all these guys, and Easy Living was having us in a bubble so that the cannon didn't get fired at the city, and then I was beating guys up. We decided to dismantle the cannon. Yeah.
And then you started losing altitude.
Yeah, we did
And-
do that.
It got scary.
A little bit.
I called a bunch of plants, and then Leo showed up.
Yeah. Sylvie caught us.
Maybe I missed something. Who's Leo?
That one guy that helped us with the wheel, the
Yeah.
Leo
werewolf
is
cult.
my ex-teammate.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say your ex partner, and I was gonna say
No.
now I gotta beat Leo up.
Well, we still have
You
to
can't
beat
just
Leo
take
up.
somebody's soul because you dated
Yeah,
once.
he's the salt guy.
Yeah, he's the guy that owes us souls.
It works for the Huntsman, which
Ah,
may be taking more of an interest than I had hoped.
It's weird that he's so obsessed
Oh.
with you. Why is he so obsessed with you?
Leo or the Huntsman?
All of them. Why are they so obsessed with you?
Well, the Huntsman kinda raised
She's
me.
so pretty.
Nah. That's fair. I'm a little obsessed too, but but like in the most adorable, like adoration way, not in the I want to steal your soul way, you know, because you gotta be with me forever.
Question above the table. This is how the ship ended up in the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sylvie, above the table, Sylvie used one of her moments of truth to
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
That would do it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
To catch the ship while
Good
Elena
news
and
is,
Roxy were
Halcyon
just.
has a brand new city park.
We
Yeah.
do.
Is that thing still a threat?
No, we dismantled the energy cannons. Me and Easy Living dismantled them
And the tree
together.
Yeah,
kind of
we
grew
smashed them
out
all.
of the ship,
They're big
so any
smashed.
remaining electronics probably didn't survive very well.
Nah.
Okay.
They got smushed and crushed it, and I think I bent the cannon. Is that what at first I bent the cannon so they couldn't shoot at the city? And then I think Elena crushed it.
Yeah, it got
Mhm.
thoroughly destroyed somehow, and that's when you
There
started
was
plummeting.
crushing involved.
Mm-hmm. It might have been a team effort. I might have been trying to physically crush it, and then Elena was gravity. I don't fully remember.
I'm pretty sure
To
that
be
there
honest,
was going to be an explosion based on you dismantling the cannon, and there was, I don't know if Elena intervened or part of it was Sylvie that prevented that explosion from happening.
Think I helped.
Roxy doesn't know it was gonna explode.
I think
No
I helped
clue.
stop it explode by making it
oblivious.
implode. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
it
say.
Happened like 20 minutes ago, but it feels like a whole month.
Weird. But
Bananas.
also, it was a lot. It happened real fast. We were falling through the air. At really high velocity. It's hard to really track what was happening.
Marcus Becker.
What
Sorry,
happened?
say again.
Cynthia kind of just like is staring at Valkyrie this whole time. She just says, "Your Marcus Becker."
Oh, thank you. Sorry, my brain just
Yeah,
completely froze. That's been that way all day.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what in truth drew Leo here and caused the comment on limited time.
So this is all Leo.
Not necessarily. I don't know if the Space Vikings are Leo or not Leo. I just know Leo arrived at some point.
Whether Leo was capitalizing on an
Distraction.
opportunity to attack Sylvie or was actually behind the orchestration, we're not sure.
And I'm not sure if your friend is related to that or to other things as well. Coyote.
We can question
We'll have
them
to
when they
ask
wake up.
her later.
Yeah.
So what now?
Team Mom took all of the Space Vikings to jail, as far as I remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did call her.
Yeah,
Just helping wrangle.
Well, I called Supermom while we were on the ship in the space. Because I was like, oh shit, somebody's got to evacuate some shit if this goes bad.
It's a good call.
If there was ever a time to call Space Mom, not Space, Super Mom, I feel like,
Space Mom.
Space Viking, Space Viking attacking, Halcyon might, like, an invasion might be and I was like, well, she could coordinate lots of other people that can help do stuff on the ground, because I was like, we can't do everything. There's only 3 of us.
It makes sense.
So, yeah, I called for reinforcements. She might be mad. I'm not sure.
I think she would have rather you called than not.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably proud that we called. Aw, Supermom's proud of us. You're like, I wouldn't even go that far, Roxy.
She's not very emotive, but
Yeah, she
I
loves
wouldn't be
us.
surprised.
Well, she at least likes us. Otherwise, she'd take her communicator and she'd not answer it ever.
Oh
so.
yes, that is true.
At least liking you is a bit of a win with her.
Yeah, she answers the communicators. That is.
Yeah.
remarkable considering all of the crap we put her through.
We're annoying, but we're lovable.
Well, she raised me, so.
Yeah. In all the ways that really count, yeah.
So we have potentially 3 interconnected problems. but also potentially 3 not so connected problems.
I wish they would be connected for once. Because I feel like when we have to deal with all these separate problems, it's a lot more.
Do you want to fight
Yes.
all the problems at once, though?
No.
I feel like it would be more efficient, but
That would be incredibly efficient. I think
If
that
we
might
survived.
be. Yeah, it's the worst idea.
What are the issues? Read them out. We need an attack plan.
Whatever the space Vikings are.
Are they
Uh,
human?
no.
Unlike
They are Fae.
I didn't really look at them, so I can't confirm.
They looked humanoid-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humanoid, whether there's any extra
They moved like they were
spice,
not. Yeah.
who knows. And then there is our mysterious visitor that's obviously in need of some help, that is slightly Fae related. Not sure if it's entirely Fae related or if it's something else.
It new host of Fae problems.
I'll be fully honest, I have not been in communication with anyone on that side of the dimensional gap, so who knows what shit's going on. And then there is the Leo problem. Well, the Huntsman problem. And that one probably is more imminent than I would like and is not very human friendly.
Would the mark count as part of problem 3, or would that be problem 4?
I'd say that's probably more in conjunction with problem 3. It's probably a sub-problem of problem 3. And then there's Elena's shit, but it's not necessarily related, except
I don't
maybe to
think
the
that is
Spice
related.
Vikings.
I feel like that'll find us when it finds us. So, do you have a preferred way that we go about dealing with this?
I'd say perhaps gathering information as to what if problem 1 is related to problems 2 and 3, as well as interview our refugee and find out what exactly is happening on the other side,
Okay.
and just how prepared we need to be. There's also the problem that problem 3 probably is an imminent threat that we might want to be outside of the city populace for.
They're coming for you.
Yes.
I'd agree with that.
So we'll need to choose a site for our stand. Preferably one that provides us with a fair amount of advantage, if we can arrange it.
Remind me, what kind of weaknesses do Fae have, or does it change?
Changes depending on the Fae in question.
The Huntsman?
Did not disclose that to me at all. If he
Yeah, no. No. Clue.
no
Fair
Sylvie
enough.
has no clue.
He wouldn't reveal his weaknesses.
He raised me, but
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you're the expert here. If you have to take a guess at where to make a stand.
say somewhere that if they bring numbers, we can potentially either bottleneck or create an issue. We were thinking, what is her name? If we can, I think we did send a message out, if I remember correctly, to the woman who Shadow, to try and get her alternate dimension that we can manipulate to our benefit.
I think you talking about.
Yeah. And I know she has a communicator, so we can try and get a
Everybody
message
has a
out to her. Yes. To try and recruit her. and get her, because at least then perhaps she can make some barriers that would hinder the Fae as a whole,
That could work.
or manipulate the space as she sees fit to give us advantages.
Okay. Should have a backup plan if we don't hear from her.
Either way, we should probably plan to get outside of Halcyon sooner rather than later, so we don't
Draw a fight
get
here.
caught on the back foot and have civilians.
Casualties.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, because
A
if
time
they're
like
here
the
for
present?
us. What?
I think we should probably let our main, or let anyone that we're in communication with know, but
We
All
should
right.
tell that time guy. Just in case we need to rewind time a few times. Bad
I'm
Rewind?
not
things
sure
happen.
he's equipped for a whole Fae invasion.
I don't think. Yeah, powers wise or mentally wise.
That's true. He does desperately need a therapist.
Well, probably call Spuds without too much issue.
yeah.
Get what allies we can. Have some allies stay in the city.
I'll
In
call
case they
Rampage.
try to counterattack.
I'll call my dad and his friends, and I'll see if I can't touch base with Henry. If this Huntmaster guy has been around for forever, which sounds like he has, if he's super important, I mean, there's like stories about the Fae, right? Maybe there's something in that.
Maybe.
Potentially. All I know is he does fear humans for what you can do and what you are able to do. So there's something there.
Don't suppose we happen to have that nuclear armor around somewhere handy, huh?
Hmm.
I'm kidding.
Don't think it's working.
I don't know that it's safe.
Also that.
Just a thought that it
Throw
might
at
not
the
be
guy.
safe.
I don't know.
That armor should stay buried.
Yeah, I agree completely.
I can get Seraph, and then Hecate can help coordinate whatever is in the city protecting it.
I think that's. Do we want to pick a place outside the city?
Yeah.
Probably.
I thought the camp, but then I was like,
There's someone living there.
Somebody lives
yeah,
there.
and that's not fair.
We can't really rehome them either. Not easily.
No, they don't want to be rehomed. They might want to fight, though. I don't know.
You also don't know what kind of dangerous shit's down there.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's also enough places that they could set up ambushes within the tree and forest line, which would be potentially very problematic. On the same, or regarding the same tactics, so somewhere like that we could set up guerrilla tactics and hit and runs.
Possibly. I assume Fae aren't limited to particular modes of transportation. They can
No.
fly, they can walk, they can swim.
Yep, they can teleport.
That's so helpful of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Okay. We've got 2 people who can fly and 2 people who can't fly. So we need to also accommodate that. Well, 3 people can fly.
I can run really fast, but also I can jump really high, but that's not really flying.
I can take some fun mid.
It's good in a pinch, but I mean, fighting prolonged mid-air battle
Oh,
might
yeah.
be a strain.
Yeah, I'll just like clamp onto him and then stay on the back and punch him in the head. That was my plan, but you know,
That is a good idea.
It's doable.
especially if they don't realize that I can do that because I'm not flying in, it might be a good like sneaky tactic, you know. They might not expect it. Nobody expects it. The Calamity Inquisition.
Monty Python doesn't
We're
exist yet.
very far away from that movie. Well, episode.
It's true. That's why it was coined by Calamity.
Oh my
Just
God.
now.
Well, I get the impression we don't have much time to spare.
Probably not. No, we should probably get out of town soon.
Gather our
Evacuating.
allies, meet up at a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Do you want
Elena.
Rampage with us in the city? Probably in the city.
The
I don't know
city,
how.
maybe?
I don't know
I
how
trust
well she's-
Rampage beating up Faye more than I trust Rampage saving
I was gonna
civilians.
say, I actually think that Rampage might not be the best person to put under Hecate's lead.
No,
Yeah.
I would put Rampage in the fighting Faye situation.
Please have them
Maybe
team up.
see if
Are they gonna
Rampage can convince Tempest to let out a little steam as well.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. At least this time I can electrocute her back if she electrocutes me.
Oh, yeah. Is that
There's
this-
plenty of other people
that
for her
this
to
helpful?
electrocute first, though.
Is she? But like, is she still big mad at us and
That's
like
true.
just good?
We didn't steal too much of her shit.
How are we going to pick a site?
Where was that place you were camping with my brother?
A camp?
Yeah, there
Coyote.
was
Is the cabin.
Cabin.
bunch of them out of town.
Kind of a few
But
people
weren't
out there.
Yeah, weren't there a bunch of people? What about the old
Abandoned
Werewolf.
warehouse.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, yeah, the
What
werewolf
about
pole place.
where the werewolves were
The werewolf
set up?
compound.
We know the area.
The den.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Fae
we
might
can
also
fortif-
know the area if they were helping with that.
Mm.
I don't know if they're
To
still
be
there.
fair,
It
half of
seems
it
like
is
they.
like sheared off now.
No, we did
So
damage a fair amount.
It's not like we're known for property damage or anything.
Well, it's at least an area we can fuck up and not be worried about it.
And
Not
it's
really, yeah.
abandoned as far as we're aware, so.
I mean, if they're there, we'll just be like, maybe you guys should not be here.
Valkyrie, Easy Living. Were you two going to recruit people specifically? This is also me forgetting as a player what just happened 5 minutes ago.
Valkyrie is doesn't really have too many connections, but she was planning on talking with the sprite. Other than that, she doesn't have a ton.
Okay.
The cat's knocking shit over.
Blondie!
I can call the Spuds, I guess. Have we
Alright.
called Spuds?
Not
We
yet.
have not notified Spuds yet.
Did it? I feel like we did about something, but not this.
Yeah. We've
Recently.
talked with Spuds a lot.
You talked with Spuds about the Icarus, the Icarus.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Who was investigating Icarus for us.
Is Parhelia available?
I'm gonna check.
Right.
I figure we see what we can do. Separate fronts. Meet at the werewolf place. Stay
Sure.
out of sight in case it's an ambush.
If you can, try to use the old train system.
I forgot what that is.
Secret.
Joe would have
Secret
told you
tunnels.
about this when we were planning the attack, but there's a trolley system that's hidden inside of an old church that
Alright.
starts
Cool.
in Halcyon and then runs all the way to the den.
Like the
I do
pneumatic
like a good
tubes.
underground tunnel.
Secret tunnels.
All right. Well, we don't have much time, so I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna do. She
Same.
flies
Make
off.
some calls.
Roxy goes and finds her bike amongst the chaos and takes off to go pick up Rampage and possibly Tempest. I don't know.
I'll probably go back with Joe to see when the sprite awakens, but I'll also try and contact Shadow and see if she can assist or is willing to assist.
I'll get Parhelia, see if she's around and willing to help. Let Hecate know what's going on. See if she can coordinate things in the city, and also probably restock at various bases so I can equip stuff before the fight.
Elena will go with Echo if she lets her. I don't know if she's if
she
the
will.
bases are secret or not.
Well, you get to visit Hecate's base.
Nice. I'm the least damage. I won't touch anything. I won't even touch the floor.
I don't think
And then
Sylvie
I'll
touched
I'll
anything in
call
Hecate's.
Spuds.
To be fair,
and if
Sylvie's
he's
the person
available.
Hecate would least want there, but she's seen it, so.
Back in. Give Spuds a ring. Like, so remember Zephay? Yeah, they are back.
Bring friends.
If you have time, bring friends. Was he was here for the werewolf fight?
Yeah.
This poor man has just recently gone home. Like,
And they're like, actually, we need you to come back,
hey, you
potato
want to come
cowboy.
back? You miss us yet?
Are you sick of us yet? No? Good.
Okay. Are there any scenes people want for recruiting or talk through the outcome?
Outcome.
I have a couple, mostly because I'm planning something potentially stupid.
Oh.
We can
Yes.
say
One of us.
on the Spuds front, yeah, he's in. Hecate can absolutely take care of things and restock bases.
Echo does have a question to ask her.
Okay.
But that could be after.
I did want to kind of more so like I think on the shadow front it takes you a while to get a response. And she's very reluctant with anything kind of more a concrete idea of a plan in place. You can definitely get Rampage. Tempest is not available.
She's in her angry
Interpret,
corner.
not available. However you would like.
Tempest is still bad.
Parhelia is definitely in. Okay. I think that, like, the main ones besides Henry and whatever conversation we have with Hecate. Because we can share with Hecate.
This is when she is going to kick Elena out for.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm assuming you go through the super secret entrance to the base and it has no idea where it actually is.
Yeah, it's kind of like a wait outside, call me if something goes wrong situation.
Love of God, don't touch anything.
She's not gonna touch anything in Hecate's base unless she's explicitly given permission to.
Her mom scares us a little.
Oh, yeah.
Not as much as Bertram, though.
He scares you. Echo will give her like the base plan or the basic plan, and then ask her for coordination. Basically, just saying, I wasn't at the last fight, and as far as I can tell, some of my team almost died. I have a question you're not going to like. This is maybe not the music for this.
Yeah. Funny how this is under deck.
He's got kind of like a.
Take a minute.
know if there's a way to do the heart thing without stopping it. Possibly on a mass scale.
Practice?
Yeah, so I thought you were gonna say.
What? Force them conscious?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of defenses they have, so I don't know how far telekinesis is gonna get me. Just hit him with a big stick, but that's also fair. Hmm. I guess I just want something they can't see coming.
Valkyrie. Hope gives guidance.
Fair. If flying without levitation can incapacitate wings, take out joints.
Chances are positive outcome.
Yeah.
Their brain development is
Seems trickier. But I guess if it's not a nerve anywhere important. I don't think I'd risk that one. Unless I was aiming to kill.
safer. Get it wrong. Is causing up. Flying if they. Assuming they use. Or running.
Okay. I think I can work with that. We'll see how it goes. Any luck. Thank you for what it's worth. I could just gives her a hug. Whether or not she's comfortable with that.
Lets out a long. First hugger.
See you after.
Better.
You will. And then she goes and gets Elena, and they can figure out the rest.
She's getting all the hugs these sessions because I think she got glomped last session after the battle too by the three.
I
Probably.
do
I
think
love
we
it.
gave her a team hug.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a
pretty
group
sure
hug.
that happened.
No. You're muted.
Indeed, I am. Sylvie, you said you're with Joe currently, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then you would hear as he ducks into an alleyway and starts making some calls on the communicator. Sending out the call first of all to Lunar Ultima, as well as Hank, Alex, and Sandy. See if they're able to get to the den in time.
From far away.
All right. Going to call Rewind.
Okay.
And appraise him of the situation. And letting him know that if everything goes to shit, you may be needed. If the hill, 2 miles out, just explodes, just wind back the clock.
Okay. I mean, I don't. If I don't, I'm just rewinding time, and you don't know what went wrong. How are you going to change the outcome?
I'll figure it out.
Will you?
Listen, dude, you're the closest thing we've got to a Deus Ex Machina, alright? I know that's a lot, but, a lot's going down right now.
Clearly.
Just deep breaths. Listen to calming music.
You can
Just-
also let him know to find us by the giant tree that erupted in the middle of the city if he does have to
yeah.
rewind, and
There's
tell us
also
that
that.
he rewound.
If you need to rewind, we're all gonna be around the giant tree that's holding up the ship in the middle of the city.
When are you planning on doing this?
Nowish. As soon as possible.
No, I have a. My max rewind time is 8 hours.
It should be fine. Okay. See you on the other side. The next call, Joe hesitates on,
I wonder
looks
who
over
he's
at-
calling.
then looks over to Sylvie.
You need a moment.
No, you had a portal to the Fae in your room, right?
At one point, yes, it is currently very much enclosed by a lot of shit. I don't know what the status of it is.
Would they be expecting something from there?
I doubt it, as I have left it inactive for a very long time. And I did everything in my power to block it off. But what are you planning?
This whole fight's on their terms so far. What if we could change that?
it would be a boon, but it also appears there's something else going along or on the other side of the portal as well, based off of our newest guest.
Yeah.
So perhaps we find out what they have to say first before we go doing anything drastic that could hurt someone who could be potentially an ally.
Yeah.
If I remember right, this will mention that there were factions. There's the potential that a faction could splinter and be of use.
It'd be a nice change of pace.
It would. But I have concerns that it was a different sprite rather than Thistle that reached out to you.
Okay. Here. And he'll hand the sprite off to Valkyrie.
She'll take her and make sure she's cradled and safe, and then look at Watchdog and say, do you need privacy for your next call? I'm assuming you're going to reach out to her.
I am, but I think I also need to talk with somebody else. I'll meet you at the den. We'll
Be
plan from
safe.
there. Aren't I always?
Don't do anything stupid.
I'll try.
Without
Face of
backup.
life.
We have a buddy system for doing stupid shit for a reason.
And hey, Sylvie,
Yeah,
we're gonna get through this, okay?
I really hope so. I have every confidence in this team. You all scare them. There's something about you that scares them.
I think there's something about you too.
And she'll give a smile and say, well, then let's prove them right. Let's scare them so badly they don't ever come back.
Sounds good. Okay, let's try this one more time. Just like little puffs of cloud as he just like launches up and away. And I will make the call to Henry. Coyote to Rivette.
Probably silent. Bet here.
I'm assuming you saw the ship?
You did.
Yeah. That apparently was the start of the Fae coming. We're getting assembled for serious fight. Now, I know you need to get to the location. It's gonna be at the den, by the way. We're trying to pick the battlefield here. But Sylvie keeps on talking about some guy called the Huntsmaster being in charge of the Fae. I know it's a long shot, but I figure if he's been in charge of the Fae for God knows how many years, maybe someone over here has heard about him and might know something about him. If you can, it'd be nice to hear what you can find, but well, we're on limited time here, so Leave it up to you.
About when off?
Hopefully within 8 hours.
How soon do you want me at the time I into this?
4 hours. And I know you're not really on good terms with her, but you might want to warn your mom about what's coming. I don't know if they're just going to come after us. We're already working with Hecate on defense for the city if it comes to that. That's fair. That's fair. And, do you happen to know where Reyes is?
Probably. Warm? Durag?
Okay, I'm headed there now. I, need to eat my own tail for a bit.
At all? Probably good.
I love you. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna hang up now. Coyote out. Second he gets off the communicator. Stupid, 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 stupid. And Joe is going to track down Reyes.
Okay. It is like actually okay, yeah. I think it's warm enough there isn't snow on the ground, so find him on the football field.
Is he alone currently, or?
It's the rest practice at least with the whole team. And doing some individual training.
Joe, like, takes off the hat. I feel like he sort of steps out of the shadows, just sort of naturally stealthy about things.
Okay.
Hey.
I definitely catch him off guard a little bit. He stumbles, catches him. I think there's just there's a range of emotions that goes over his face. Or I think you can probably tell it thinking about feigning ignorance or lying in something that ends up.
To apologize. You, a lot was happening when I first joined the Seagulls. I was just figuring this out, trying to keep my life from falling apart, which that went great. And then you started suspecting me, which you were right to do. But all my frustration and anger came out sideways into our feud, and that's not fair to you. You're a great player, Andy. If you're picked second after a guy who had to cheat to get the spot, that's pretty damn good. So I'm sorry. It wasn't fair to you.
I would like you roll for me.
Oh?
I think comfort or support is
Okay. And for context here, I am attempting to clear guilty by making a sacrifice. Comfort and support. Got a -3 for that right now, so we'll see. That would be a 4.
okay. Actually,
Uh, I don't know how to respond to that.
you deliberately aim constantly use powers every time you that you were cheating because you have powers.
I guess the latter. I mean, I know it affected me on like a base level, but I wasn't trying to, I guess, no.
But
Doesn't change the fact that I want to apologize to you. And well, this might be the last chance I get at it. Shit's going down, man. Hero shit. You don't have to help us. You don't have any reason to help me. But if Senior Supersonic happens to show up at the den in the next few hours, ready to kick some ass, we would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. If you don't come, it's fine. Just be ready if you don't come, because God only knows what's about to happen. Take care of yourself, Andy. Joe will put the hat back on. Just slip back into shadow.
around her.
And stick around a little bit.
I think a few camouflage yourself. Spot where you were. Eyes and goes back into out, albeit a little. Clearly putting in less effort.
I'll head back out, take flight, and we do not need a scene for this, but Joe is gonna call his mom. Just so she knows what's going on and say he loves her.
Sylvia would get to Denver. Right into yeah, I'm pretty bad state of disrepair. Like that people that had likely come after the fight, and you things like tables and chairs tossed around, stacks of books and
Hmm.
Other than that, it's quiet.
I think Sylvia will do her best to like shore up some of like if beams or anything that are in major disrepair, just in case we run in or we have to retreat back into the building a little bit, and maybe move some.
There's probably like one side of manor. Essentially, it's in really good shape. There was just, I think, where the large dining room, ballroom kind of set up, the biggest room, there's
Mhm.
really just a gaping hole in the side and some of the collapse. So there's plenty of
Mhm.
enclosed room there.
And then I guess basing that as like a central fallback point, I think she might try and like coax plants into making like siege breakers, kind of defensive positioning as much as she can, places to retreat back to, so we have a couple like points of defense before we have to like completely retreat back into our Hail Mary area and try and create bottlenecks, that kind of thing. Sharp, thorny things, plants with teeth, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Feed me, Sylvie.
You know what? If they want to eat a fae, they can eat a fae.
Is Fey plants Fey cannibalism?
I feel like it doesn't. I feel like the fae wouldn't react to that because I feel like it's kind of
And a Fey
survival
Cannibalism
of the
is-
fittest in some respects.
No,
Cannibalism is
the
technically within
plants
a
are just
species.
carnivores.
Natural selection.
Yeah, if
Mhm.
you're stupid enough to run into one of my plants,
It's your
you
own
win a
fault.
you win a Darwin Award at this point.
If you didn't realize that was a Venus flytrap on crack, I don't know what to tell you.
This was your fault.
I'm setting up. Wanted to do.
I think Sylvie will try and use her power to look internally, to see what exactly makes her Fae, and see what that, if she can figure out what that connection point is. Because a
Roll to
lot of this shit
powers.
is stemming from that. And I have to look this up because
Roll with.
I don't remember if my I don't remember if I'm taking something that makes, no, I don't. And actually, I'm with the stag from the battle, so I get to use my superior. But that does not matter. That would be, actually, that's a 7. So I think, does that make it?
7 and 9
I'm-
just barely. So on a hit,
Yeah.
you do it. Or
It's,
except before you added anything.
no, that is all together what I got.
On a 7, you can either mark a condition, or I can tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
You know what? Let's go just YOLO it and take that condition. It's fine.
What do you have marked?
I have guilty and angry right now. It's fine. I feel like Sylvie's just been constantly insecure this game.
Yeah.
Ever since the face shit came into.
Okay. So doing some self introspection. Using your references their fully human bodies with your helping heal and such. The anatomical layout itself is pretty similar, like a lot of the structures for
Mhm.
your type of fae, which is more human.
Yeah.
I think it's actually really helpful that you have a sprite here as comparison.
I also have the stag, which is a
Yeah.
more like mysterious. I have a
2
couple
points of
things.
comparison.
Yeah.
And you can see the stag related to you is a little more similar, but it looks like there's different sorts of magical marks
Mhm.
on each of you. Stag is your companion, and there's more overlap where you're.
Mhm.
It's clear that there's a different type of self and right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Type of magic also has seen Spud's magic, but that a little more knowledge based,
Mhm.
rooted in humanity, that kind of like somewhat latent, but not
Mhm.
extra for the Fae. Definitely are not living according to timeline. Very knew this coming in,
Yeah.
basically, that you'd lived a lot longer. Than the rest of the likely lived longer than them. Come to whatever darkness is infiltrating your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Definitely inhuman qualities, natural.
Mhm. Can I take some of this knowledge of what my magic is and infuse the area with anti-magic for it? Or like infuse the thorns with the poison that would weaken that natural?
Do that.
We're gonna try again.
Yeah. Or unleashing your powers.
Yeah, hopefully this goes better.
Have something more.
No, it's definitely unleashing my powers. I don't think I've purposely tried to infuse like the land and the air with. I think I'm probably using my pheromones as well as my biokinetic nature magic to try and get it. That's nice. That's a 15.
Sylvie becomes anti-Fae. Ah. Can infuse this anti-hunt based Fae poison into your plants.
Good to know. I think Sylvie will definitely be spending that time, and we'll also be trying to figure out how to incorporate that magic into her pheromones as she's also monitoring the small sprite to make sure she's not doing anything to kill that specifically, because we still need information from it.
Yeah.
So
Sprite's been stable.
okay.
But break. back we can. At least Coyote, maybe the rest of the at the base. Okay, well, we're live. Just wait.
Oh,
Oh, fair enough.
hello everyone. I'm
That's
eating my
fair.
chips.
Hi.
We are live. That's true.
We're just all making destructive decisions.
Is
in-game.
Nina still watching? I'm
No,
drinking.
Nina fell asleep.
I'm drinking the tea.
I'll let her know.
Oh,
It's my last one.
update on that. I have finally been taught how to make tea properly by my mother.
With the microwave?
Oh,
It
Nina's
is
not
with the
here, it's not-
microwave, but the tea bag does not go into the cup until you have finished microwaving. I know this now.
good. Have you enjoyed
don't-
tea more?
Have you enjoyed not microwaving
not-
your water?
But oh god, we're gonna go through this again, aren't we?
I say it
Um,
as a joke. I'm
wait,
not being
Look,
serious.
if
I have
you
a kettle.
make the tea the correct way by not microwaving the tea bag and you still don't like it, that's fair. I'm not gonna be mad
Yeah.
at you for not liking tea in general. It's just if you blame it on the fact that you are making it incorrectly that you don't like it, that's what I have
Don't
a problem
microwave
with.
the tea bags. They're like riddled with microplastics.
Microplastics are keeping me preserved, okay?
Fucking mood.
A lot happening here. I was going to say
tonight.
I did it for preparing tea for my mom because of her back right now. But now that I have the technique, I can try the Earl Grey that was provided to me.
Ah.
I
We have the
not done so
technology.
yet,
We can fix
but
him.
I now know how to do it.
So you just haven't tried
valid.
tea the correct way yet.
I'm just gonna
Not
send
yet.
you
It's been a week.
kettle
That's-
for Christmas
had a
next
busy
year.
week.
Yeah,
Pitch
we
in to
all
get
we
you
all
one.
just throw money in and get Pro a electric
Electric
tea
kettle.
kettle. Yeah.
And they're not that expensive. We can get one for like probably less than 20.
We'll all send you one for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Well,
next
it's
year.
about Nina will
Five
anger
separate
buy
kettles.
all of you a kettle.
But
So
okay, but she'll have to buy us a kettle with the US plug, because if she just sends us kettles
Yeah.
from England, they're not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
work.
It's
No.
not gonna work.
no, she'll go on my Amazon and buy you all kettles. Let's go
From
with
your
this.
Amazon account, you bought us a
My
kettle
parents.
then.
I'm good.
My parents are
That's
gonna be
such
so
brat behavior.
confused when like 7 tea kettles just show up at our doorstep.
All electric.
Unannounced.
One with a British
That'd
plug.
be amazing. Okay.
It
That's
would
amazing.
I'll put a car. I'll order it, send it to my house, and stick a weird card in it, and then that way you'll know.
Oh my
which one's
god,
from me.
yes, I'll fill it with dice. The
Oh.
dice tea.
I don't know
This
what
year's
I'll do.
cards were tame by comparison. Last year's were just teeth.
I loved that. I was
They were
like,
very
you're
fun.
so unhinged, Maria. I love you.
To be fair,
Charlie helped me
first
with
year
them.
you sent me a candle salad.
I did.
I love
do
it.
that.
Hang on, I know what that is. You what?
I painted a candle salad on Bree's
No,
card. I
you
think
did
everybody's
not.
card. No,
Yeah,
was it just Bree?
I'll see if I can find
I
it.
got the Jello.
Charlie got a
I got
Jell-O.
the,
There's
I got the
pictures on
Precious
horrifying
and a
Jello.
Jell-O
Instagram of all the
monstrosity.
cards.
Yeah, I hung up like the
Jello
teeth one, but I don't know where I put
monstrosity that
the.
ate Precious.
I'm
Candle
proud of the
salad
teeth one. I
They
don't
were
think I
good.
can ever top that.
Mhm.
Very
I got
toothless.
a teeth Christmas tree on mine.
Mm-hmm. That was last
That was
year's.
good. Yeah.
This year's were the AI monstrosities Charlie
Yeah.
helped me come up with.
Yeah. If I was still doing dice, I would ask my best friend if where they put the teeth at the dentist's office that she works at that they pull.
Oh boy.
To put them
Smart.
in
That's smart.
dice. Yeah. Because she's a hygienist. I'm like, could you lift the teeth for me?
Well, you could like 3D print. Well, you could use real teeth. I might need to find somebody.
It's
with a
more
3D
metal
printer
if
to
they're
3D
real
print you.
teeth.
But before this goes super far, we're live, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm live, and I'm also not certain
should
this
perhaps
is
got
a
back to-
crime.
back to
Are
it.
we?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yes.
All right.
Before we discuss crime.
I mean, putting teeth in dice isn't a crime.
No.
Stealing
Yeah,
the
but
teeth is,
stealing them
though.
from a
So
dentist's
weird.
office, that feels a
No.
little, at the very least,
Borrow.
gray.
Borrow.
Just can't
Oh,
look.
I think they want them
Actually,
back.
I think
Obtain.
they probably are just gonna get rid of them.
Take
like,
the teeth from a dentist office, put them in dice, and then bring them back to the dentist office. So they just have the
Exactly.
teeth dice.
That's not.
I mean, I kept all my teeth for science, so
I have all my teeth
What?
that I had
We
pulled
threw
at
mine
the
away.
dentist.
My sister has all my teeth.
I don't know if my teeth were.
My dad kept
Am I
them
the
and
only
then I
person who
threw
just
them
threw them away?
No, I had a weird alien tooth. I wanted to keep that shit.
My mom kept
Weirdos.
them, and
Wow,
then
it's so
my
weird. I love
sister
it.
stole them from my mother.
We all need to meet Crow's family and just talk about teeth.
I still have two baby teeth, actually.
Fair
I
enough.
know.
Two baby teeth?
I put my
My molars up here.
I was born without wisdom
Huh.
teeth.
Nice. I don't have any either.
me neither because
What?
mine were ripped out.
This makes sense. That's why me and Maria vibe.
I
Mhm.
got surgery.
And Guppy
Why
doesn't
was
have
she-
any wisdom teeth either. So our
He was
theory
born
is,
without them?
yeah, our children will not
Oh
have
my
wisdom
God.
teeth.
Nice.
We're evolved.
In
It's
theory.
amazing. That's what they told me when I was like, I don't have any wisdom teeth. I did what?
They just keep
And they're
giving
like,
me X-rays. Like
"You
they
don't
might
need
come
'em."
in. I'm like, they're never coming in.
You're you're in your 30s. They're not coming in.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Faywall.
Gosh. I think we can just have everyone reconvene at the den. Right?
Alright.
Outside the den, hanging out.
So
Like in the train tunnel.
we're all back together again. Yay.
At some point, Cynthia does pull Sylvia up to the side and it's like, I have some questions for you about Fey anatomy. And not in a sexy way.
I can help you with those. Also, there's a lot of dangerous plants up there. They will not attack you. They will attack the Fae.
That's my impression of what you did to my apartment, so
That is okay.
They're more vicious than the apartment.
okay.
They also have poison.
What do I
Against
need
Fae.
to do to avoid what you're doing with them?
Don't touch the thorns?
Seems like common sense.
Just don't touch the plants anymore, I think.
They know I
that's
like you
probably-
guys, so that like sympathy is still kind of there. But
Wait, so how many plants? All the plants?
a lot of plants.
That's pretty cool.
I've been busy.
That's super hot.
I agree with that. Please survive this fight.
Yeah.
I need to borrow you after for reasons.
For reasons.
I mean, me too, but not for the same reasons, I don't think. Maybe for the same reason.
I was gonna say for the sexy version of Fey anatomy questions.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
no,
go
I want
ahead
to go to
and-
that one. I do want to go to that one. We are
This one's-
Coyote's like, this is so fucking awkward for me when they all flirt with each other and say gross things.
Joe's just in the corner like, I have no clue what to do with myself.
Joe is the guy in the polycule who's not actually dating anybody. He's just there.
I'm the one doing the dishes.
He's our pet. We adopted a dog. It's fine.
Just the token straight guy in the theater department.
Who's our
Sylvie
golden
will
retriever werewolf?
definitely let Cynthia know everything she observed in her little intrinsic self reflection session, comparing herself to the other Fae in question, as well as provide like hair samples or anything like that that she needs to experiment with. So
She will say that I don't need the samples. I need the. Telekinesis is not limited by size. Technically, you can go smaller and internal if you need to.
that's makes sense. It's kind of terrifying, but also yes.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Then I guess Sylvia will describe the magic markers and pathways that she's noticed and potentially how they interact with anatomy.
So
seeing
it's
as
biological.
those markers will probably omit most of the human allies that we have.
If she can get Sylvie's permission for it without actually doing anything, I did want to see if Echo could like telekinetically feel out what's going on biologically in there.
Like just with the magic
I want-
markers she's describing?
Yeah, I want to see if she can figure out what's actually going on with that, like on a atomic level.
Alright. Alright, I'm here for it. Roll powers.
Okay. Powers is freak. Thank you, Janet Dice. With my +3 in freak, that is a 10.
Yeah, you got a +3 in freak, Cynthia.
For multiple meanings of that term, she is.
Match my
Yeah.
freak.
So it's kind of got a sort of feel to a bloodstream.
Okay.
Reaching every inch of the body, kind of the flow of energy or some other element.
Is life tied to the magic? Since Fae seem like magical beings.
How are you defining? What are you thinking that being tied to life? Sustaining them, keeping them alive, or
Yeah, like if I was able to cut off the flow of magic, would that kill them? With the understanding that she's trying to avoid killing people. That's also kind of a Sylvie question, if she would know the answer.
I don't think so.
No.
Fair enough.
Sylvie doesn't know enough about her origins to make that answer.
Slip.
So it's
That-
slipping.
It is.
That was terrible.
I mean, it's called a slipper.
Leave meeting.
I think we conclude that it.
Okay.
Thinking back to taking in where you are right now, then thinking back to the fight you had here and how the alpha pretty much dust.
Fair enough.
that Maybe depending on how old this being cut off, and that's what's sustaining them, it could instantly, or it might just
But
severely weaken them,
consequently,
like a regular human.
I was thinking, if we're looking back to the battle at the den, the younger werewolves, we were able to burn out the magic, and they survived.
What if it's not cutting out so much as redirecting or reconfiguring it, so it might be in a way that they don't know how to use it well anymore?
Are you hypothesizing or asking?
No, this is Cynthia in character asking it. Honestly, it was a little both, but I'd go fall on the side of Cynthia asking that.
Okay.
I guess Sylvie will think about it a little bit and say, it takes time to learn how to use your magic. And if it evolves, if looking at my own experience, it's not always the most intuitive when it initially changes. Joe didn't know, and looking at similar or other magics, Joe didn't know how to use his magic intuitively either with the change.
That's
It
fair.
could give us a benefit.
still kind of don't, but also, it isn't like changing the magic in. Cynthia, are you learning how to do magic right now?
I'm not sure I'd classify it as that. What I do is more like
Science.
psychic.
Whoa.
But, like,
I bend spoons.
but you're moving the magical energy to do things.
Energy is
Well,
energy, though. Just because it's
What if
one-
magic is just science that we haven't figured out yet?
I've heard that one before.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. I believe it.
I look, I can copy any power I find. I could do magic in theory. I don't do it often.
That's true.
Yeah.
The fuck were they putting in the water at normal?
Yeah,
I don't know, a lot of torture. You want my theory on it?
childhood trauma and some sort of genetic modifying stuff.
That just led me to the phrase "childhood trauma is magic," and you know what? That does not sound right.
no.
Look. Okay,
I
so
thought, I
think
thought
about-
that the friendship was the magic.
that's correct. But like think about superpowers, right? It's not just the main power. Like Calamity is super strong. She can
Mhm.
lift a lot of weight, but if she didn't have like the durability to go with it, that'd
Yeah.
kill her.
Yes.
My original power was healing. I think perhaps that got overclocked and changed because I can copy powers and it isn't just the primary power, it's the
Mhm.
secondary power because I can use them and it doesn't kill me.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see as like the trickle of smoke starts coming out of Joe's ears. He's just like trying to comprehend.
Sylvie has an epiphany that's unrelated, and she looks at or Cynthia and it's like, by the way, if you're still carrying that pendant, probably not a good idea to activate it
What?
Okay.
upstairs or
Upstairs.
above ground. Yeah.
I'm above the table. Remind me what it does.
It has a drop of Sylvie's blood in it, so it would allow you to mimic her powers, but seeing as she intentionally
Oh.
hindered her powers.
Okay, that yeah, I think Echo would probably ask you for that clarification just because. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't planning on swapping powers this fight. Telekinesis and telepathy was not originally mine, but it's the one I use the most.
Logical. Just figured I should warn you that it's probably not the best.
I
Seeing as
appreciate the heads up. Also,
there's
I don't
been
have as much practice with your power set.
There's
But-
some intentional pitfalls for that power set right now.
That said, if you've hindered yourself, but you need something specific done that falls within telekinesis or telepathy, tell me where you need me.
Will do. I also have a nifty lightning sword, so that should help
What?
a little bit.
Echo kind of like just pokes her on the nose. She's like, "You're in charge for this one. I trust you."
Echo gave up control. Oh my god.
Well,
I'll
That's
do my
amazing.
best
the
to do you
foremost
proud.
Fey expert.
You always make me proud, but sometimes on a delayed timescale.
Aw.
There.
Eventually. That said, I am still mad at you about the soul thing, so please don't fucking die, because we need to figure this out still.
I'm hoping we can catch two birds, or hit two birds with one stone in this battle. Maybe solve that little issue as well.
Bully the
still have-
huntsman into giving them up.
I was thinking cut off the head of the snake, but
I still have questions about the sword, but about the soul thing. I obviously don't want to kill anybody again, if possible, but is there really any way out of that without murder?
There's a way to destroy the magic.
Could also torture him to the point of him giving it up. That's not strictly ethical, though.
Somehow that feels worse.
They are
Wait,
strictly
so
ethical.
I have a question, Echo. So, like, is torture worse than the murder, or is the murder worse than the torture? Because I just need to know which way we're going.
I am going to follow Sylvie's lead on this.
Okay.
Because I trust her read on the situation more than mine.
If possible, avoid it, but
Avoid the torture or the murder?
Look,
both.
Both.
Oh, okay.
We've reached a point in this situation where I can't, in good conscience, tell you not to use everything at your disposal. But I personally will not kill until my back is against the wall. And there's no other option.
Essentially what I would recommend if we can... Knowing what I know now about my background brings into question how many others there are of similar nature, but...
Do you think they're slaves? Like, brainwashed and, like...
Brainwashed, probably.
They're kind of no
Memory
different from
wiped.
me. I was used as, like, a sleeper agent. Memory.
That's true. We still need to deal with that, by the way.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's on a back burner because I got this new face. They can't find me.
Let's
Uh,
save that till after we survive
That's
this.
assuming that there aren't other trekkers of some sort.
Put a pin in this for
Yeah.
after
Points.
this giant city destroying
Yeah.
fight we have to finish.
But I would say if your back is to a wall, do what is necessary. They won't be holding punches. I'm hoping altering the area at least a little bit will set them on the back foot. Maybe
Okay.
alter morale and some to our benefit.
What do you want me and Rampage to do? Just Rampage?
Rampage.
What if
breaks-
we just take turns? Look, Zimmer. What if we take turns hitting a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Go for it?
Valid strategy.
Take out joints, knees. If they can't move,
Yeah.
they're still a danger, but they can't get in your face.
Yeah.
And
Incapacitate.
Incapacitate. Try.
Mm-hmm.
Would any sort of weather be helpful here? I could try to whip something up.
Hmm.
How much
Foggy.
control do you have over it? Fair enough. Is an answer, I suppose.
Maybe not.
I can give it the old college try.
Well, because
It
some
could
of
go
them
horribly wrong or horribly right.
could shoot lightning.
I can shoot
maybe.
lightning.
Yeah, so it might help.
Yeah, I was about to say if Roxy needs a supercharge, lightning could help.
Good.
I could also, I don't know, go out into the woods, see what animals are willing to talk to me, and
You can talk to all animals? I thought it was just the one. With the blue
I
tongue.
think it's a lot. I think it's all of them. I'm not sure.
Did
What
we
if
test
it's
this?
not in a bear attack?
We tested it
What are
with
we gonna
Sylvie,
do?
but
We
it was
can't have you-
Sylvie, so
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it worked with Sylvie, so...
Sylvie's
should've
also
tested
like
it with
not an
Freya.
animal though. Sylvie's a sentient creature.
there's a good chance Freya would just not respond anyway because it's a cat.
yeah.
So
Well, we don't know you can actually like talk to all animals.
What if it's
Does-
only
We can
special
try, though.
magically gifted animals?
Does the what's the lizard's name? Frank.
Flint.
Not Frank. Not
Frank.
Frank at all. Does Flint know how that works?
Do you, buddy?
Just respond. Know how it all works.
Then, can I talk to all animals? That's not an answer, and you know it.
Here to help guide you. Not
It's just like find a squirrel. Should we go find a squirrel for him to talk to?
We're only hearing one half of this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking for a squirrel. Art.
I mean, we are in abandoned tunnels. There might be rats.
Oh, a rat then perfectly. Are there trained rats in this tunnel?
Trained rats? Probably not.
I need 5,000 trained rats.
Just regular rats? Yeah, probably. Not trained.
Damn. I'm gonna corral a rat and bring it over.
I was gonna say, can we try and speed train 5,000 rats?
Right,
Oh my
it's,
God.
Squeaking. That Elena's
And just like give it little head scritches.
We need to attack squirrels! Attack squirrels!
Like terrified rat. A physical god who could kill you with a thought is holding
here
you
we
and
go,
just giving
yeah.
you head scritches.
I got a little bat on my thing.
Yes.
God has picked
Perfect.
you up off the face of the earth and has decided to give you head scritches. What do you do?
Shriek and squirm.
I will bring the rat over to Coyote. I found you a friend. Can you talk to them?
I don't know. Hey there, little guy. Do you understand me? Do I understand you?
Speak rat, Charlie. Do it now.
Oh god, this is too much pressure. This is too much pressure.
What does a rat sound like?
What does a fucking rat say?
I know what the fox says.
I was waiting for that. I cannot
You
remember how
said
the
squirrel,
song
and I was
goes.
like, oh, perfect. I got an idea for this. And now it's
We're
like,
underground. I
I
forgot we were underground.
Um,
Oh, do your best Vincent Price impersonation.
Woo!
Like Ratigan. Right now. Let's go on the spot.
Vincent Price.
it's probably just a shriek very loudly. Danger! Danger! Danger!
Oh, okay.
Danger,
No,
Will Robinson.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna hurt you. I just wanted to know if I could talk to you. Looks like I can. Yay. Maria, let the poor guy go.
Put the rat down, even though that's not my name.
Oh.
As soon as it's
Coyote
released,
breaks the fourth wall.
as soon as it's released, takes off down the tunnel, and Joe just hears an ever gradually getting quieter.
That completely cut out.
It's just a gradual flee.
Oh, I thought it was like a swear or something.
No.
So I can talk to the rat.
Okay.
So you could probably talk to all animals then.
Probably.
Roll persuasion.
I don't have that move.
Wrong system.
Okay, so I guess I'll go outside and none of you have any raw meat, do you?
What?
Why
Not
would
on
we
me.
just
What
carry
the fuck would I have wrong? I have jerky in the bike under the seat. There's some jerky in there. That's the closest thing we got. I don't eat raw
Let me
meat.
just hand you the hamburger I keep in my pockets for this occasion.
Pocket
Yeah.
finger.
I
Definitely.
don't know.
You want raw meat, you're probably gonna have to source it yourself.
Yeah, you might have to go hunting.
Do you want another rat? I can catch you another rat.
No.
Well, now
Listen,
you can
I-
talk to all
Right.
the animals, so now you can't really kill the animals like that. So you better
Oh,
just go.
are you
use-
going to become a
Right.
vegetarian?
Oh my god!
Can werewolves be a vegetarian?
I don't know if that's healthy for a werewolf.
Wouldn't
My
they be
mother
kind of
will be so
obligate
disappointed.
carnivores?
This shit sucks sometimes. Okay, I'll take the jerky. Jeez.
Successfully bullied.
And once he has the jerky, Joe will head upstairs and will start wandering into the woods trying to find something.
Okay. Joe heads off into the woods. The rest of you are left alone.
Solid plan.
You're a
Nothing can
giant
go
predator. Have fun.
Joe's gonna come back
Perfect
with like
plan.
13 bears in tow.
wrong. Don't threaten us with a good time. We love
Yeah.
animals.
Everyone who's back at the hanging out.
Cynthia's practicing small telekinetic control. She's got a couple of like metal things on her that she sometimes manipulates. So we're going that, but smaller.
Sylvie is going to try and continue to infuse as much of the area as she can with the time. Occasionally monitoring the patient in case she wakes up.
What is Joe looking for?
Well, his first thought is a bear. And probably about 10 minutes out into the woods, he has the thought of, why the fuck would a bear be this close to the city?
Black bears.
Oh, different kinds of bears, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, he will have the
You get
thought
me.
of...
Yes.
Trash pandas attack.
That's not what I meant.
Where bear?
Get them backpacks.
He would have the thought of talking to the birds.
Okay.
Hello up there. If you're interested, I'm willing to provide some food if you want to help me and my friends out with something. Tweet, tweet.
The birds were already kind of like chirping and chattering as they do. But as you activate your powers,
As I switch it on, it's just like, oh god, they're all talking.
yeah, as you switch it on, the ones like a couple nearby and one of them is just like, this silly dog man thinks he can talk to us. I know, ridiculous. Thinks he can talk to us.
I can talk to you. Hi, hello. My name's Coyote.
Seems really convinced he can talk to us. Oh no, no humans talk to us. They can't talk.
I'm kind of not human. It's complicated. You guys want... You guys want some food?
At what cost? What's the catch?
Well, I would just need you to sit in your nest and chirp really loud for me. If certain person, if somebody walks by. It's kind of a long story, but short of it is, my friends want to make sure that we don't, we want to make sure that no one invades our nest. So in exchange for keeping your nest safe and giving you some food, we just want you to warn us if our nest is in trouble.
Chirp if anything comes by?
Anything on 2 legs. Like a human. Something that looks like a human.
And you give us food.
Yeah. Hold up like a piece of jerky.
That all?
Well, I have more, but you know, you haven't proven you can do it yet, so you know, I don't want to give you too much yet. I'm teaching the birds capitalism.
Yes, but
Why is this a theme?
one little piece is all that we get. That's not still much desire in us. What? How
Hold
much
up
do
a
we get
second
for
piece.
succeeding? Have.
I'm fairly certain that 3 out of 4 of my friends could buy all the bird seed in Halcyon. So
Bird seed. Ha! Fish.
we can do fish. You like cod, mackerel, what's the funky looking one? Grouper? Do you even know what grouper is? You don't know what a grouper is. I'm gonna... Whatever you want is my point.
How long must we keep this vigil?
Until tomorrow morning.
Very well. We can cause a stir should legs representing.
Excellent.
Jerky now with the promise of
Joe, hold up the jerky.
5s down and
Pleasure doing business with you. Starts walking away trying to find other birds and just sort of says under his breath to himself, I'm negotiating with fucking birds. What is my life?
so you're just trying to like set up a perimeter of birds.
Exactly. Just like bird warning system.
And it's
I don't
a
know, maybe
pretty similar conversation with every pair of birds you come across.
and maybe if I find, I don't know, like a badger or a fox if I'm lucky, like convince them maybe to nip at a heel here or there.
I don't think you see your sort of stature and nature vibes you give. They're pretty
Yeah, makes
pretty well
sense.
hidden where the birds have the confidence being up in the tree.
We can fly, bitches. We ain't afraid of anything. Little do they know that I can fly as well.
Apparently talk to them too.
But once I've arranged that, I will head back to the den. And as I do so, I'm gonna start trying to, like, coax the weather into something that could be primed to a storm, if need be.
Dark clouds.
Yeah.
But I think what I can do with before session when you're back side, biding your time, what that's about next time. Ow.
That will not be a conversation for the birds. Haha.
Leave meeting.
I think I can go ahead and go first here. I think I'm gonna grow closer to the team, specifically Sylvie,
Yay.
because she did not. AI deepfake cat. I know that's
He's
just Sparrow
real.
with a skin over him.
It's just reverse saturation Sparrow.
Yeah.
And widen the image.
That's true.
Yeah, I am gonna grow closer to Valkyrie. With the thought of she did not immediately shoot down my possibly stupid idea of invade the Fae through their own portal.
Fair.
He
Now
has
I
a
have to look
blitz.
at. Yeah,
And
now I have to look at stuff.
And I will go ahead and clear a condition because I really need that right now.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, you can clear guilty
Thank you.
stuff with Reyes. I realized you said that, and then we were deep in the roleplay, and I just forgot to be like, yeah,
Yep.
that works. That's fine.
It's a recurring problem in this campaign is that we just get deep into the roleplay sauce and then we're just like, oh yeah, mechanics.
Pretty much.
Mechanic.
Yeah, like we don't really know how to play the game. It's fine.
I kind of wish you'd succeeded on my comfort support.
I know. I'm sorry.
I will say because of that attempt to convince Sylvie to invade the Fae. And I'm sorry if this ruins something, but danger up, mundane down. Because
I can actually do that.
that was a choice to make.
Joe is in like desperation mode at this point. He's like, I have possibly the ability to fight back here, but I don't really know, so I'm just like, let's throw shit in the wall and see what saves my friends.
To the spaghetti.
We are at the level
That's-
of the spaghetti approach
yeah,
where we just
That's what we're doing.
Yep.
And Roxy's gonna throw literal Fae at the wall and see if they stick.
I thought you were
Fair.
going to say throw literal spaghetti at Faye because she's a team.
She
Also
might
might
do that too.
happen.
Honestly, with
Ready?
Roxy.
He
Get
just
a
randomly
spaghetti cannon.
transmortifies
They don't
into
know what to do.
spaghetti.
If we find out
Cannon.
that spaghetti is actually the weakness of Fae,
Isn't that
and
what Pasta Choli was doing? Was shooting people with
Yeah.
pasta?
the
We just recruit
imposter
Pasta
syndrome.
Choli.
All right. I am going to grow closer to the team, specifically Sylvie, because Cynthia just trusts her and is hoping this will go well. I don't have conditions, so I'm going to mark potential.
And again,
Classic, no
I have to.
conditions.
There is no move here you can make that. Well, actually, there's one move here you can make that'll put me over. So
I was about to say, you say that, and it's going to. And I'm going to pick the one move that will put you over.
I did say what I had a +3 in earlier, for what it's worth.
Oh, wait, now I remember. I was like, do I actually remember? Is my brain functioning enough at that point? I will say
Do
save
we
her
all have
up,
functioning
danger down, because she did actually comfort Sylvie a fair amount, and
I can do that.
that's good.
You said save your up, danger down? Just double check?
Yes.
Yes, that is. Haha. I have my 3s where I want them now.
Perfect. I'm gonna also grow closer to the team,
That was
and I'm going to obviously grow closer to Sylvie as well.
Um,
We're all just growing closer to Sylvie.
Oh, Sylvie!
Your time.
We all love you.
We all just
Um,
gather around Sylvie.
And I'm going to get rid of. To get rid of them or to change my body again?
That feels like a question that's asked by you and also someone who's really into plastic surgery, I'm just gonna say.
Or shapeshifting. You don't know my kings. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Fuck it, I'm gone.
I'm gonna get rid of guilty. Am I feeling guilty still? Does that make sense? I think so. Or does Charlie tell me which one I get rid of? I don't remember.
you get to pick.
Get rid of. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of guilty, and I'll keep insecure and angry.
I will do, and again, I apologize if this fucks up your plan. Again, I feel like it's overall gonna be savior up and then mundane down because this is a nuts situation.
That can happen.
Okay.
You didn't fuck anything up.
Tessa's
say
so
that,
worried about messing up our stats.
I know, I am so terrified of messing up anyone's stats.
You know, none of us will be mad.
Or tossing a condition at you, because I know a
Adds
lot
to
of
the
us
drama.
are high.
Yes.
I have the whole regenerate thing.
You
so
do, so you're
You
better
really
off
shouldn't
than
worry
some of
about
us.
that for me. I mean, it complicates the plot line, but you know,
it'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
This is the one that... This is the one that turns Roxy into a guy.
Yes. It's fine.
She looks just like Tony, and it's very confusing for Joe.
I feel like that would be very confusing for Sylvie.
That would be so confusing for everybody.
Everybody would be confused.
Everybody would be
Everyone
confused
is
and
so
distressed, and
confused.
Roxy would just keep taking hits until she could change again. 'Cause that
Just throw yourself in front of a train like, nope, fuck this face.
I'm not doing this. Absolutely not adjusting to that one.
But you
It's
gotta
also
wait
like-
for Tony to
like
come
Joe
back. So you can do
free.
it. Tony has a secret twin.
Oh my god. No, she ends up looking like Joe did before he transformed. Oh shit.
Oh no. Gonna take over his life.
She's just like secretly like a little like changeling that comes in and takes people's lives over.
That's your connection to the Fae. You've been a changeling this entire time.
Word.
I've done that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I can go next. I think Sylvie also grew closer to the team. I'm clearing hopeless because I
yeah.
feel like there is hope, at least for Sylvie right now. I will say I think it's going to be Joe is who she grows closer
Aw.
I'm honored.
to. And Charlie, question for you because I have a nifty little doom meter that I have to worry about. Seeing as we are actively trying to address my doom, is that I think that should be enough
To
to
help or hinder the doom.
Yeah. Because we didn't necessarily find anything new out about my doom, but we are actively trying to stop my doom.
Didn't we though? We got the sprite asking for my help.
That's
So
true.
that's,
I
like-
guess I didn't know about the sprite asking for your help last session.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So whenever
Where is
we
it?
do things that bring your doom closer,
It's under.
check off your doom
there's,
track. So what brings your
No, it's at the end of every session. Answer the question: did you make progress on defeating your nemesis? We're preparing to fight my nemesis right now.
Hmm.
So I guess
So
the
I guess we
answer
kind of
is
made
yes.
progress.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
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 Nemesodes in the original
Nemesis.
Greek.
I mean, we did find out what's powering me, so I guess that answers my question.
Nemenemies.
Did I write down hopeless?
Nemesises. I like nemesises.
Yes. How have I made an entire species my nemesis.
That
Still.
doesn't actually shock me about Sylvie.
The funny thing is, depending on how you guys do things in San Sebastian, you might do the exact same thing.
Lovely.
I mean, goals.
Who doesn't want to piss off an entire species? I want to make bears pissed at me.
I'm just trying to make enough money to live.
Fair.
I am excited to get.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Hey, Crow, you may shift my labels.
Oh, yes. I think we are going to say Superior down, Savior up.
So that is locked. So
Okay, nothing
no
changes.
shift, but no punishment either.
Just sort of the thought of, like, you're relating more to us, which is good, but also just sort of, like, the want to inspire to be like, we can do this. You will survive. We will be the big goddamn heroes.
I'm also going to grow closer to Sylvie because she's gonna be our leader for this fight, and she's the expert.
And
I'm
we're all
gonna-
kind of simping for her, so
Yeah,
a little bit.
and she's
Okay.
letting us help her with the big
She's
nasty
asking for
mark.
help,
Yeah,
which is huge progress.
I am
for
gonna
her.
take a potential.
Now, if only Echo could ask for help.
Echo asks for help in
what?
her own way.
Yeah, that's true.
She turned control over to Sylvie for this, which is
This is
pretty
true.
impressive.
Big-
That
yeah,
is.
that's a big thing.
Roxy almost fainted.
Again, I think I'm gonna go Savior up, Danger down, if possible.
My savior is locked.
Okay, so I didn't fuck anyone over.
Yeah,
so
good job.
Congratulations!
4 character shifts.
yeah, that was a little intimidating.
Yes, I'm like, thanks for all growing closer to me, assholes.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Hopefully be back next week there with
Mhm.
this or San Sebastian maybe. Until then, have a good week. Get a dog, eat a snack, take a nap. If you're in a
Hug your mom.
in a
Yeah.
snowy
What did you say?
area,
What?
What? I said hug your mom!
You
Oh,
cut out at a really unfortunate part of that sentence.
Ugh.
fuck your mom to everybody
I was
else.
trying to be sweet because my mom's not feeling well right now.
So sorry.
trying to be sweet backfired. If you're in a snowy area,
Fuck me for trying to be
be
nice, right?
smarter than me and drive safe. Until next time.